Hello everybody, and welcome back, or welcome to my new subscribers. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for deciding to subscribe to my little channel. I tend to prefer to think of it as not so much a channel and more of a great big crafting group, because that's kind of like what it is, isn't it? Like we're all crafters. We all love making things. So I hope you enjoy the videos, and I hope you continue to stick with me. Fingers crossed. So to all those stalwarts, which I think isn't that a dreadful word for people that are really loyal and decent and keep coming back time after time, stalwart. I'm not going to use that word. To all of those lovely, lovely crafters that have decided to come back and stick with me, even through illnesses and exploratory things and all that horrible stuff that's been going on this year. Thank you. You've no idea how much I appreciate your support. You have absolutely no idea how much your messages mean to me. All of those little comments that you have left me, either on the Facebook page or on my YouTube card tutorial video things, every one of them means something to me, and every one of them makes a difference, and it really truthfully encourages you to keep wanting to make more videos. You are honestly the most lovely bunch of people, and I count my blessings. And I just feel a very privileged and lucky lady. So thank you all very, very, very much. So, now hold on, before I go any further, there are two things I want to talk about before we start. I do apologise. If you don't want to hear this, fast forward. But you really should, because this one is very important. If you haven't, right, first of all, start over, Tanya. Don't get too excited. Don't get carried away. Gummy Pan Advent Calendars. Massive fan of Gummy Pan dies. I love them with a vengeance. I've been very good and I haven't invested any new ones. I'll come to that in a minute. But if you haven't ordered your Gummy Pan Advent Calendar, you might be too late. I have spoken about these throughout the year. I did show a very short video at the beginning showing you the sort of things that came in my Gummy Pan Advent Calendar. I think they are fabulous. I love them. I treated myself for the first time ever to one last year, because I didn't know about them until I watched a Christine Stokes video and found out that you can get an advent calendar, because she was doing the little challenge, you know, doing a different card for every day of the month of December. Her and Deb Hallett both. And I was glued to them. And loved them, as I do with all of Christina and Deb's videos. Is what's not to love. But anyway, that's where I got to hear about it. So if you're a Gummy Pan fan like me, well worth investing. It costs, I don't know, 70, 80, 90 pounds. I am keeping my fingers well and truly crossed that the hubby doesn't watch this video, or I'm in big trouble. There are two calendars you can buy. One goes, it's a traditional advent calendar, goes up to Christmas Day. So you get, what is it, 25, 24, whatever it is. You get a little surprise every day, and you open it up, and inside will be an absolutely exquisite Gummy Pan die or set of dies. I have got some of the loveliest dies, and every single one of them is limited to the calendar, so you can't buy them. And that's where my little crib came from when I made my new baby card. Loads and loads and loads of gorgeous little dies, exquisitely made. As always, I highly, highly recommend it. For what you're paying for, you really get your money's worth. And not only that, it's a gorgeous Christmas present to yourself, because every single day of the month of December, you've something to look forward to. Now, as I was saying before I ran ahead of myself, as usual, you can either buy the calendar that has 24 or 25. Is it 25? I think it is, isn't it? 25 days in it. or you can go the whole hog right up until the 31st of December. I'm sure you all know which one I get. I have had mine booked from the first came on, which was the end of July or beginning of August. And I cannot wait until I get it. I cannot wait. You receive it in November. If you haven't ordered it, you might be too late. So get your name down quickly. You can go to, can you see this? Hopefully you can see this. You can go on to www.gummiapan.com and buy them direct. If you're in Europe, if you're in the UK, you can go on to Misa Print, MEISSA print.co.uk, and you can get them through Misa. You might actually stand a better chance if you're in the UK of getting one at this late stage through Misa. But if you haven't got one, oh, I highly recommend it. They are wonderful. And it's just, it's a lovely little gift, isn't it? For yourself, or if you're very extravagant, for a crafting buddy. What a lovely gift. Okay, the second thing I want to make a mention of is our Facebook page, which is Scallion Hill Crafting Community. You have to send a request to join. I think you just hit the join button or something like that. If you don't know how to work that, let me know. Send me a wee message on Facebook, PM me or email me. You can email me at any time. I'll give you my email address again. And Tanya McCorry 1@gmail.com. There you go. Hopefully you can see that. You can email me, message me on Facebook, whatever you want. And if you don't know how to do the joining in bit, and then, or send me a friend request. And I've no idea how it works, to be honest. I'm telling you, and I haven't a baldy notion. But it is a private group. Because one of the lovely crafters advised me to make it private and not public. So you do have to ask to join. But if you click on the page, I think it comes up join, and you hit that button, and then obviously we'll accept that request. So it means that you can post your cards that you make, or journals, or crochet, or embroidery. I don't care if it's crafting and you love it. You post it, and it means that the craft group can come back and say, wonderful, we love it, fabulous, or did you try, or maybe you could think of. It's a very supportive environment for your work. I've never seen a negative comment, and I don't think I ever will. If I did, I would deal with it promptly, I assure you. But everybody's so lovely, I don't think I have that to worry about. So she who natters too much, too much chatter, Tanya. And where are we on our video? Yeah, 14 minutes, and I haven't made a flaming thing. Oh my word. But it was important. It was important to let you know. Now, let's get on. This is a little Kaiser craft. What do you call it? I've lost the word. What do you call it? It's gone. It's gone. It's absolutely gone. What am I like? It'll come back to me. It'll come back, or it won't. Stencil. There we go. Stencil. I really am a dizzy head. Now, what I want to do is, well, first of all, I'm sorry if I keep getting my mop of hair. I've rather bushy hair. It does its own thing. And it desperately, I got it cut short. I always had it long, and I got it cut short this summer because it was just getting away from me, and everything was a wee bit too much this summer. So got it chopped off, and ever since it's just went into a little frizzy mop and does its own thing. So it always did, if I'm telling the truth. But it's just a lot easier to take care of when it's shorter. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of mixed media because I love it, and I want to get this straight for a start. That is not straight. I'm using a little bit of low tack tape to try, and that now do I want it straight? I want to actually put, yeah, hold on, I'll try and get this position straight. There we go. I think that's me. Now, let's see, next bit. Yeah, I want to leave a bit of room down here for a sentiment, so I'm going to make it a little bit thicker there. I mean, the blank space thicker, that is. The reason I'm putting the low tack tape on is not just to hold the stencil in place, it's also to make sure I don't make a holy mess of the rest of the card. Now, you're going to think that this is Sizzix dimensional paste. It's not. I have my own dimensional paste in here, which I make myself. If you look back, there is a video on how to make your own dimensional paste. You don't have to spend a clean fortune making these, and I'm just using a wee cheap palette knife to put it on. You get these from Amazon, but you can use a lollipop stick, anything at all. An ordinary knife will do the trick. There's no rhyme, no reason to having to go out and buy one of these things. There really isn't. No, that's too much, Tanny Ann. That's too much. If you're wondering why I keep referring to myself as Tanny Ann, it's because it's my mum's nickname for me. I've no idea. I know my aunt is called Anne, so, well, she was before she passed, bless her. She was a great crafter. Now, the secret of this is not to go over it too many times, which is exactly what I have done. There we go. Let's get some of this off. Isn't it beautiful? I love, absolutely love. Now, I think I've maybe made a horlicks of that. Let's see, where's my little bit of, let's get you off. Always clean your utensils very, very quickly when you've been using dimensional paste, because, oh, I say, that's perfect. There we go. Absolutely perfect. Now, I'll get this off quickly. And I don't have a bucket of water handy, which I should have. But if I was doing a whole lot, I would. If I'm just doing one, I tend to think it's a bit of overkill. So what I do is I cheat and I use my little baby wipe, which is disposable. I hasten to add biodegradable. Isn't that the word I'm looking for? Now let's see. I think I'm going to have to put this one into the wash because it's just so fine. But at least that's the worst of it off. Right, I'll pop you over there. If you stick them into soapy water, they're usually fine, and where's the end? You can get them cleaned up. All right, in you go, pop it, in you go, and I'll give you a good clean to make sure there's nothing knocking about there. Oh, I've accidentally put my heat gun in the bin. Oh, I am on a roll this morning. If you saw my craft room, it would explain why I'm putting things in the bin. I need to put an awful lot of stuff in the bin, I think, but I can't bear to throw anything out because I'm one of these people that keep saying, I'll probably use that. You know, I could use that. Perhaps I'll use that. Right, I'm going to pause you for a second to... No, I don't have to. I can let that sit and dry. No. Just put you over, where will I put you? Somewhere where there is a square inch of space that I remember where you are. There, that'll do, lovely. I'll put you back so you don't fall in the bin. Heat gun. Now, let's get on to our poppy stamps die. This is a little die that I purchased on eBay. So please don't ask me if you can't find it. I don't know if it's available anymore. I bought it from eBay from a lovely lady that sometimes sells these. I presume she has a shop somewhere, or she's buying them in. But either way, she sells them cheap. She does these sales. If I can remember her name, I'll link it in. I must write that down. Link to eBay. She does poppy stamps, and another one that I like, which I've forgotten the name of, memory box and poppy stamps. And she's in the UK, but you can buy from her. You know, I'm sure if you bought a selection of them, she'd be happy to post them to you wherever you happen to be. Might be a bit expensive if you're in the States, because I think it costs about £10 to post a package with a die or something in it to the States. But maybe if you bought a few, it would make it worth your while. Who knows? Okay, stop chattering, Tanya. Stop the natter or the chatter, or whatever it is I am constantly doing. Now, I have a bee in my bonnet about that. I really need to shut up. Right, so what we're going to do, I don't mean shut up permanently, I just mean not go on about it. Yay, I've got a little piece here that'll work beautifully. Now, I've already stacked two of them together here. I've cut them out and stacked them. So what I want to do is I want to do a third, because I want to add a little bit of dimension, which I think makes all the difference to your cards. Now I'm just going to run this through an extra wee time because it's quite intricate. Let's see, pop you back in place, bring you out, and there you are. And oh my giddy aunt, isn't that such a cutie? Oops a daisy. There we go, back in. Isn't it a cutie? Now I'll reuse that bit at a later stage. Now what I want to do is I want to bring a little bit more dimension to the flower. So I'm going to trim the leaves off like so, and I'm going to do another little one with another little flower head on it. So I really only need to put it through enough to do the flower head. Let's see, did that work? Oh, it did. It did. Perfect. Now, there we go. Lovely jubbly. Now, I might actually use that. I'm going to keep that because I might use those leaves in my journal. Actually, I know I will, so I'll put those over there. Never throw anything out. Isn't that the great thing about journaling? Right, so what I want to do is I want to stick these on just to give it a little bit more depth. But I'm thinking I want to just lift it a little bit. So I'm thinking if you put this, where's my card? If you put this onto the gorgeous little bit that we've created, like so, the white on white will look really, really elegant, actually. Do I want to keep it white on white? Oh, I think that will look superb. Oh, I do. I think the white on white's going to look too good. If you want to colour yours, colour it. I tell you what we'll do. We'll colour our flower. We'll not colour our leaves. And we'll see what we think. And if we don't like it, we can always put it underneath. Right. What will we use? Copic markers or ink? Let's do both. Let's go with a little bit of, where is my rustic wilderness? And I need a yellow. I'm going to go with mustard seed and scattered straw and maybe a wee bit of dried marigold because it's a nice orange. Yeah, I think those will work well. Right, let's see. Let's start off with you, my lovelies, and let's just put a little bit on the desk, on the glass mat. Okay, and a little bit of you on the glass mat. Now, where is my paintbrush? Where are you? Lovely, lovely paintbrush. Come to mama. There you are. All right, so let's spritz them. There we go. And I'm going to do orange in the center. This lovely colour in the center, and then the yellow. Oh, that's pretty. Well, I'm not going to go mad here. Now what I want to do is I want to touch a tiny bit of the grey. Where's my grey? Oh, what will we go for? Hickory smoke. Right, I'm just going to put that where there's a bit of water. I need to get rid of the yellow and work on the grey, and I'm just going to add in a little bit of shadow. There's nothing to this, it's just a couple of wee lines. Can you all see that? Am I doing that in shot okay? A little bit of line. Nothing too extravagant. There! Isn't that pretty? Now, I don't need the rest of this, so a bit of kitchen roll, which I also don't throw out because I use it in my journaling. And sometimes when you're finished with these and you hook them out and they're all different colours, they're really quite pretty. Now let's see what we think. Let's see, I tell you, where did I put the card? Is it dry? No, and I just put a blooming great big thumbprint in it. Oh, not to worry, it's more texture. Right, so we'll not set this down on it. We'll just get, I think it adds a little je ne sais quoi. Do you? Just a little bit. Although I must, no, I really like the white. I do. Yeah, I'm afraid I'm going to be boring. But you know what to do if you want to add the colour. I'm going to be dull and I'm going to go straight on to, that's actually buckling my card. I'm going to have to leave that in a flat space. Right, let's see, a little bit of glue. I'm using Novo Deluxe Adhesive Clear Drying Craft Glue. Any PVA glue will do. You don't need to spend a fortune on glues. We all do, I think, and we don't need to. PVA glue, school glue, will do just fine. No, that's not right. That's the wrong way around. That's why that's not right. Okay, let's get you down, my little angel. Now, that's the way it would look. Obviously, if I was going to do the colour, I would do this with a few different greens, but I like the white on white. There's something very, very pretty about it. Okay, let's see now. And let's get another little, where do you go? Over there. That's it, we've got it now. And we'll just, whoopsie-daisy, we'll try to pop that into place and make sure that's it, that's it. Now, I have a little bit of dimension, but I want to add a little bit more. So I have homemade kit here, which I've purchased. This, I just cut a bit of soft crafting felt. Now, where is my decent size? There it is. Now, what I want to do is I want to apply a little bit of pressure to the middle, just to make that sit up. Do you see that? You can go the other way and make the petals sit up if you wish. Actually, I have a funny feeling that would make more sense, wouldn't it? Let's see, let's go the other way. And we'll just make our petals come up a little bit. Oh, yes. You can, yeah. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yep, that'll do me, I think. I have a clue what I'm doing today. There we go. Oh, I forgot to put the thing back in. Now, I need to dry this, so do bear with me for a second and I'll be straight back. Hopefully I don't cut you off. Okay, and I think that's you back with me. Good. Now, let's see. My card is a little bit wonky, and what I'll do is I will leave that overnight under a weight and hope. If you want to avoid that, the best thing you can do is do this, because you're applying moisture onto cards, so of course it's going to warp. But I didn't want a frame on it, so I was hoping I'd get away with it. So I'm going to try pressing it overnight. If that doesn't work, I'm going to have to redo it. But you have the general idea. Now, here's my ugly thumbprint, which isn't really going to be hidden because I want the flower going that way. Oh, I know. What about my little bits? If I use my little bits, like so, oh, I could hide that very nicely. I wonder what the rest of these will look like. Oopsie daisy. Right, let's try this. If I pop them down in behind her like that, is it going to just add a little something, or do you know what? I think it will. I think it'll just make it look even prettier. Or is it simple? Is simplicity best? Oh, decisions, decisions. I haven't got that stuck down very well there. Let's see, are you coming apart on me? Let me see, I have just a little bit, this little titchy tiny bit here hasn't stuck. So just want to put it together like that. That's better. Now, I think it's better on its own. Do you know, I really do. I think I could use that little bit there to hide my thumb mark, or even a smaller piece. You hide it beautifully. Yeah, I'm happy with that. We'll keep the other bits. Right, let's get you stuck down. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same trick as I showed you. I think it was the last video. Forgive me, I'm getting a bit croaky. And I'm just going to run my little leaf through that, like that. And then I'm going to put a bit more on here. Keep this out of, there we go. Oh, try not to get glue all over it. I want to stick her down. Oh, that is so pretty. There we go. And then this little bit, which hopefully still has enough glue on it, is going over my thumbprint, like so. Now, you can see where some of it still sits up because the glue hasn't stuck to everything. And I'm quite happy with that. I think that adds rather than detracts. So let me just mop that up before I get glue all over the back of my card. Now, you can do a number of things with this. Oh, it's just springing up on me. You can do a number of things. Why aren't you sticking? Do you know what? I'm quite glad that's not sticking. I'm going to put a little bit of foam tape in under that, just to make the middle sit up. Let's see. Come on, come to me. Come to me, my little darling. Here we go. Excuse my head and the camera. Perfect. 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 Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Very simple. Very pretty. And if you prefer it with a little bit of colour, you know exactly what to do. Just add it in. But I think it's very effective. Now, it is a little thank you card. So, where did I put those? Where did I put those other pieces? I've lost them. You could add in the colour. If you wish. It's hard to know. You know, you're all going to be sitting screaming at your phones or television sets or wherever you watch your YouTubes. Oh, look, if I offset that. Oh, I do like that. Now, what if I bend that a little bit? Yep, come on, let's go for it. Just adds something. Right, if you were voting and screaming at me for the colour, You're very happy chappies. If you were screaming, no, keep it white, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I quite like that. Oops, a daisy. I quite like that. And I like it offset. It just looks rather rich, doesn't it? What do you think? Very simple, very easy little card. I hope you like it. If you do, let me know. Please leave me a little message. Very simple. You could also shade this with a little bit of grey paint if you wanted to. Entirely up to you. I could still add a little bit of green in here if I wanted. But I like it the way it is. I just like that little pop of colour. And I'm going to put a little sentiment down here. So let's get that done. Bear with me a second. I do beg your pardon. Hubby just popped in there to say cheerio because he's off to do lunch with a very good friend of ours. Now I need another piece of card. Do I have a little offcut? I do. This should do the trick. Right, I want to cut this a couple of times. So this is just a little thank you card. Very simple, very pretty. I love this. Thank you. Well, it's a thanks, I think it is. Sentiment, I think it's. I don't know, this is something about it. I really like it. It's very elegant, isn't it? Now, where's my pokey tool? Let's use the. There we go. And one more. Back you out. I'm sure you all know this because you're not new to crafting and card making, but if you place your sentiments, in fact, if you place any elongated die long ways, you know, this way, long ways as I call it, in your die cutter, it's easier because the roller is going over it bit by bit by bit by bit, so it cuts better than if it's going through it, because when the roller is coming down, it's hitting this all in one go. Do you understand what I mean? So it's always better to place it that way when you're cutting it. I hope that makes sense. Right. Let's see. Now pop you away, my little darling, over there for the next time. Gosh, it's got very warm in here. Now let's poke those out. Come on, out you come. Good job. Now, I have another little ink that I like to use for this. No, it's not you. Yes, Zig 2-way glue. It comes with a little bit of a thicker sort of point or nozzle, or it's more like a felt tip, so it does the sentiments beautifully. And it just makes it very, very easy to stick them. And if you're like me and you make a multitude, it's well worth getting it. You can get it on Amazon. You can also get it from any craft supplies like Crafts-UK or somewhere like that. I don't know in America and Australia and Europe where you get your, you know, but it's just a regular glue pen with a thick nozzle on the end of it, so it's never let me down yet. Now let me just use my little tweezers to make sure that I've got that firmly in place, like so. There's a little bit there. I think that's it. Lovely jubbly. Now let me clean that mat. Excuse me sniffing, I do apologise. Now, here we go. Can you get hay fever at this time of year? Because my eyes are watering like crazy. Right, let's move you over a bit so I don't get glue all over the front. There we go. And again. Yikes, yikes. Right. Right, I think that's it covered. Now I'll keep the card well out of the road while I clean that up. There we go. And turn this around. And let's place it. Ooh, those hands are still trembling a little bit. I haven't had my spinach today. Somebody said to me to take vitamin D. One of our lovely crafters suggested I take vitamin D as well. And I thank you so much for letting me know that. I was aware. My daughter is, our girl is a nurse, and she keeps us right, God bless her. But I'm eating that much spinach. The husband is teasing me that he's worried that I'm going to end up looking like Popeye the Sailor Man. Now that's showing my age a little bit, isn't it? I'm going to tweak this card a little bit when it dries, and try and compress the edges to get that. I have warped it, as you can see. Well, this bit's warped now. How's that? It's warped a fraction, but not too much, so I think I'll be able to fix that. I do hope so, because if not, I'd have to mount this onto a piece of card. Very simple to do that. Mount the whole, what do you call it, stencil. Cut your stencil big enough, mount it on, and do it that way. And that means that you don't get any warping. You just stick it on, but I wanted it straight onto the card, which wasn't the cleverest move in the book, but I was hoping I could make it work. It'll be interesting. But I think otherwise that is a pretty, pretty little card. I do hope that you agree. If you do, I would love it if you would give me a little thank you. If you would give me a little like, so do hit that button for the like. I've no idea where I got this die off eBay. So it looks, what's this one? It's poppy stamps. It could be memory box, but don't quote me on that. But any thank you or thanks will do. But that's my little thank you card to all you gorgeous, gorgeous people out there that have been so sweet, so supportive, and so kind to me. I cannot genuinely thank you enough. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel and you do want to see more videos, even of crinkly cards, do let me know. And do let me know. Don't let me know. Subscribe. Hit the I should start again. Hit the subscribe button, and you'll not miss any more videos. They'll all come up automatically on your feed, or you'll get a wee warning, or a wee light will come up beside my picture or whatever. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Do take care and have a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you happen to be in the world. Thanks. Bye-bye now.